Creepy Girl here with 3 new movie reviews. I'm going to review Shark Night, The Innkeepers, and Chop. The first movie I want to review is Shark Night. I wanted to watch this movie because I had friends over and I thought, I heard it wasn't that good, but it's probably a fun movie. I mean, I was thinking Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, or, thought a lot of action would be good to watch with friends. Well, actually, this movie was worthless. It was a ridiculous movie. Everything that happened in it was so ridiculous. I always say that a movie has to have a certain amount of believability. I mean, it's horror, I know, it's a movie, it's not real, but you gotta have a little bit of believability. Now this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but not really, because the movie's so dumb you shouldn't even bother watching it, but there was parts in it where, like, one person gets sucked down, and shark gets them, comes up out of the water missing an arm, and his friend goes in the water to find the arm. Okay, your friend just got eaten by a shark, and you're going to go in the water to go find the arm. I don't think so. Me, no. Would not do that. Ridiculous. And then there was a part where someone else got killed, and someone was so upset about it that they went in the water to find the shark and beat the shark up. Again, who would do that? Dumb. The CG on it was crap. It looked like sci-fi CG, like on the sci-fi movies. And, if the movie would have been fun and enjoyable, I mean, there were maybe 1 or 2 scenes that kind of caught you off guard, and it was like, and they got eaten by the shark. But other than that, I mean, the whole storyline was, like, ridiculous. I can't really tell you the storyline because that kind of, that's the end of the movie. You're finding out why all this is happening, so I can't really tell you why it's all happening because that will spoil the movie. But there's no way of spoiling a bad movie. But when you find out why it's all happening, because first of all you're thinking, okay, they're on a lake, why is there sharks? Oh, well, it's saltwater lake. Okay, still, why are there sharks? There's no sharks in a lake. Okay, and I'm talking like every kind of shark you can think of in a lake. Well, then you find out why, and that's even dumber reason. But, I don't know, if you like a little intelligence with your movie and a little believability, no, this is not the movie for you. And I give this movie a 4 out of 10. I gave it a couple points because there were moments that, made me jump. But the CG was crap. The acting was crap. Starts Sarah Paxton, the guy from Hatchet, and a couple other, teeny bopper, heartthrobby guys. But it was horrible acting. Horrible acting. Story was ridiculous. This one, wouldn't waste your time on, you guys. Shark Night, wouldn't waste your time. Saw a great little movie on pay-per-view called The Innkeepers. It was written and directed by Ty West, starring Sarah Paxton, Pat Healy, and Kelly McGillis. It's a nice little ghost story about a ghost named Madeline O'Malley, who they say they see in the hotel. It takes place in Connecticut. And the 2 employees, Claire and Luke, are at the hotel on like the last days before it closes down. And they're kind of like ghost hunters. They're trying to videotape and get EVPs and trying to catch this ghost, Madeline O'Malley, who is said to inhabit the hotel because she hung herself because her fiancé didn't show up to her wedding. Mainly Claire is the one that encounters the ghost. Luke said he had encountered him, so Claire's really anxious to capture the ghost herself. So all these creepy things, very creepy music. It's very slow moving, but you're on the edge of your seat just waiting for this ghostly encounter. And it's like really creepy stuff happens, and a lot of stuff that makes you jump. I liked the movie, I liked it a lot, but the ending was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of like it just ended. And I didn't know, was that the end? Like, that's it? Was that supposed to be representative of something? Or I didn't really understand the ending. I thought like I wasn't getting something. But I don't know, maybe it just ended like that. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it just kind of ends. And because of that, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. I really liked the movie up until the ending. But endings are really important to me. Just felt like he was building up to something that we were going to find out about the ghost or something, and then it kind of just ended, and then it was like, I don't know. I just didn't, maybe I didn't understand the ending, and maybe you guys will get it better. So you'll have to find out for yourself. And if you figure out there is something you got to figure out, you got to let me know. The Innkeepers, pretty good movie. Chop. Chop's this movie about this guy who's probably not like the best morally, and he meets this guy, and every time him and this guy meet, he ends up waking up somewhere else. I don't want to ruin the surprise for you, but every time he wakes up, he's somewhere else, and then something horrible will happen. And usually it's one of his body parts get cut off. So all this guy wants is an apology, but this guy, for the life of him, can't remember who this guy is. So he asks him again, you know, are you sorry? Do you know what you did? Every time. And he's like, I don't remember. So then something horrible happens. He's passed out. He wakes up again. Another one of his body parts. So he keeps remembering the horrible things he did in life. So he's like, oh yeah, I remember. I did this. Blah, blah, blah. And of course, that's not the thing he's looking for, so another body part. And, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's just insane characters. Acting was pretty good. The ending, I figured out the ending, but I don't know if everybody will figure out the ending. It was something that went full circle, too. It was a full circle story. Didn't leave you hanging, but just kind of an insane, kind of crazy ride. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. There was gore in it, but I thought there could have been more gore. I thought there could have been a little more gore. You know I love gore. But anyways, it was a good movie. It was a funny movie. It, you know, had some crazy things happening in it. Fun movie. Good movie to watch with friends. Chop.